All right, I am live. Hello to everybody. Hello, Philip Chandler and everybody on YouTube. Thank you for checking in, and everybody on Hangouts. Hello, thank you for checking in. And you know what? Yesterday or last time I went, it ended automatically after 10 minutes. Hi, Alyra. Angie Jonas and John McCain and Fairies Lover and Lucky Girl and Wing Doggy and Shocker and Philip Chandler and Sam and Eric and Petey and Tim and Ryan and Photo and Phil and Mark Mean and Star Raven and Azure Yusuf and LaCram and Vincent Weidel and another one and Sean Clinton and Fairies Lover and Lucky Girl and Laura Star and Shocker and Tesis and House of Dave and anyone else I'm missing. Thank you for checking in. Great to see you guys. I don't know. Did I write them cover? All right. I'm going to tell you what yesterday I did. I worked on the show yesterday. Okay, you're going to laugh. I had a fun, easy day working. The only hard part about this show was that I was driving, like really driving, doing the scenes, like the camera guy was in the back seat, and I was on a real road and having to trying to do the scene and do the lines, but drive, pay attention, and drive. And use my signal and stop and pick up a guy and then pull over and blinker, and there was a car behind us and it was following, and pay attention to all that stuff and do the scene. I was like, this is worse than walking and talking. But my co-star had one word. The guy, he's actually the guy in the picture with me that I put on the picture from Nasty Piece of Work. He is the main character, and so my scene is in the beginning of the film before everything's happened. He's hitchhiking, and I pick him up, and so we were filming it in my regular truck, and it's supposed to be I pick him up, and then there's a little dialogue, and then of course I pull over to the side of the road to jump on top of him, because that's what you do when you pick up a hitchhiker, right? Don't you always pick up random strangers? And then, yeah, only in movies. But anyhow, the hard part, the funny part was, okay, you ever try to climb from one seat to the other seat, like in a car? Climb over the console and get onto somebody's lap on camera, and then you're so awkward. Well, not on camera, but awkward because you're trying to climb and there's not a lot of room to squeeze in there. There were 4 people. There were 2 people in the back, and then us 2 in the front. So there's 2 crew guys in the back with the camera, and us in the front. And then it's supposed to look like I'm on top of them, having my way with them. So the roof of the car is here. So I was making it funny. I was bouncing up and down on top of them and making my head hit the roof. It would have been better in a convertible. I was like, But yeah, no, it was fun. No, it was fun. They liked it because it was funny. It added some humor to the scene. It's one of those things that's it's gonna be funny, but it'll look like it was unintentionally funny, but it was intentionally funny. No, I didn't kill this one. I didn't kill anyone in this movie. Yes, and he was a large guy, so there was not a lot. He's a good-sized guy. So even in sitting in my truck, the seat back, I was like climbing over him. It was so like, oh, climb over and like, oh, look at sexy. Yeah. But he didn't have to do anything really because the camera is behind. So the camera's just seeing the back of his head, and I'm just sitting in the seat. So I'm the one selling all the action, you know, because basically they saying except what you would see from the back seat. So they just see like, you know, like the part of me that's showing over the seat. So it's just me like bouncing up and down and kind of like yeehaw! Woohoo! Random cowboy! So it was just me being silly. They're like, I'm like, you don't mind if I say stupid stuff, do you? and Sue says, what? Oh, Sue says she's gonna be in LA for 5 hours on August 12th. 5 hours. Yeah, that doesn't sound like enough time to do anything if you're gonna. And it was hot too. It was really hot out, and I don't have air conditioning. I don't have air conditioning in my car, so it was like, this is a movie, and it's kind of like starting off the movie. It's a kind of a film noir, and the guy in the picture is playing like kind of like a noirish detective, and he's very handsome, and he's playing a detective, and there's all these murders and stuff. But so this starts off the film. Thanks, Laura. Yeah, so I did actually. Thank you for asking, David Jones. But it was hot, and there was 4 of us in the car, and we were basically on kind of like backcountry roads, just going in circles. The whole scene was like me driving up, and different times, like sometimes the camera was with me, sometimes we had the camera outside, because you know you got to get all different angles, and we're gonna like picking them up and driving and turning around and like shooting the different angles of small scene, but you had to like, so we just were in the back roads going in circles, kind of doing that. But I had to pay attention to real cars too, and I was like, and it was really hot. It's really hot today too, and I had an audition today. See, actually, I had to do my hair and makeup. So, and Fairy Silver, you're going to be in LA. I saw part of it. You're driving to Vegas and 12, and you get the. Oh my God! So you're gonna be here in the middle of the night, basically. Is that if am I reading that correctly? You're gonna be in LA at sometime at like 3 in the morning. Hi, Jesus. Hi, Sam and Philip and everybody watching on YouTube. Oh, 8 p.m. Oh, awesome. Well, you are going to be busy, Fairies Lover. I have no doubt that your 5 hours is going to be filled up with some sort of crazy, wacky adventure. That's awesome. And yeah, this is a movie. It's a small film, and I will let you guys know more. they're probably, I think they're in the process of getting like making up Facebook and Twitters and YouTube channels and stuff for the movie. So I'll let you guys know when they have more stuff, things that can be looked at. And then today I had a cool audition. Tomorrow I'm going to a screening tomorrow night. Oh, you know, it is still, she is still working on getting it together, Laura. We filmed it, and there were some people, she got like half the money, but she didn't have all the money she needed. And tomorrow I'm going to a screening of something, and I'm working out a plan. Tomorrow I'm supposed to go to a screening, and there's a possibility that I might end up then having doing interviews with the director and producer of this film. So I'll let you know how that is going. I'm gonna try. Yeah, because I gotta get back to doing interviews. I haven't done interviews in so long, and I gotta get back to that. That was the whole reason why I started the show. You know, behind the scenes of Hollywood. Get back to, so I'm getting back on track, and so I've been. And Fairy's Lover is now the official Justin Timberlake groupie. They should have your picture on when it comes up in Wikipedia for Justin Timberlake groupie. They should have Fairy's Lover's picture. And Angie Jonas says she's just going to be miserable forever. Well, that sounds like a really bad plan, Angie Jonas. That sounds like a... I'm going to be miserable forever. No, don't do that. Bad plan. Let's plan for happy. Sam says, damn, I don't buy those kinds of movies. What are you talking about? Well, how was everybody's day? I had a good weekend, a busy weekend. What did I do? Now I don't remember. Oh, good, Alara. Gosh, I can't remember anything. I haven't talked to you guys since last Friday. You got $10. Wow, Alara, nice. Good for you. Everybody likes free stuff. But so tomorrow I'm going to the screening. So but I'm not leaving until, I think I'm leaving at like 6:30. So I'll still be here to do a show tomorrow. Well, I missed you too. And so yeah, so I'll let you know more about, I forget what the name of the screening I'm going to. It's a screening. It's actually a documentary talking to a lot of people about something that is very dear to my heart, about getting the giant, giant big money sponsorship out of politics, because it's a problem when certain people are giving hundreds of millions of dollars. When they took off all the spending caps, there used to be limits. And so that was in place so that you couldn't have one group giving too much and having too much, like paying for votes, basically buying politicians. And when they took all these caps off, all of a sudden you can pretty much buy politicians. If you're donating hundreds of millions of dollars to someone, they're probably going to start making votes in your favor. So that's a problem. And when that starts to happen, you're not having a democracy anymore. You're having a monarchy. You're having an oligopoly. So Sue says Angie and she should be roommates. You should. But watch out, because Angie Jonas sometimes punches her roommates. I don't know, Angie Jonas. She's got a fiery temper. John McCain's mind explodes, what? Oh, good. That's good. Why did you... John McCain's mind is exploding, but me explaining... Ah! I'm always on the soapbox, John McCain. John McCain's mind just exploded because I was explaining politics. In a good way or a bad way? The blind leading the blonde. The blonde leading the blind. David Jones makes a mention. It's never a good thing when your brain explodes. Okay, probably not. But so there's a possibility that I'm gonna try and have an interview with the director and producer of this film. Which is tomorrow, and I'm forgetting the name of the movie now. That would help. And I look. Thank you, and Sam, I saw your pictures on Facebook. Look very nice. Nice job on the decorating. Extremely nice job. Looks like a beautiful, beautiful setting. David Jones says, I could run for office and I would be better than all of the other politicians in the world. Especially Texas. There's a lady I like in Texas. There's a lady I like in Texas. The lady that wore her sneakers and had like a 12-hour did like a 12-hour filibuster. She's working hard for Texas. She's a good lady. So, anyhow, it's seriously hot in here. My apartment is... Oh, there were two more mice. Two more mice, which have been casualties of my traps in the backyard. It's hot in here. It's hot outside. It's hot. I did a lot of... Hi, St. Clinton. St. Clinton wants to know, do agencies specialize in certain areas? Some of them do and some of them don't, St. Clinton, but most of them don't. What they usually do is they'll have either branches or specific people who handle, like, they'll have a TV department or a film department or a comedy department or sports department or reality TV department. So depending on the size of the agency, though there are some agencies that specialize, like there's some like literary agencies that are just basically like TV literary writer agencies. But most of them don't, because you kind of have to be diversified economically. It makes more sense for most companies in general to like be diversified and kind of cover all of the bases. But thank you for your question. Well, that's, yes, a bunch of people got struck by lightning in Venice Beach. I heard about that. I also heard about, I can't remember where it was, somebody, maybe it was like Colorado or something, somebody had like their rancher had their herd of cattle, and there was a lightning storm, and hi, St. Clinton. St. Clinton, I only notice, I read the chat, but I don't necessarily, I can't see who's here in St. Clinton. It doesn't show up unless I click on, I have to click on, right, /users, and then it shows me who's here. I have to specifically write, hi, St. Clinton. I can't see, all the little boxes on the bottom are blacked out on my screen, so I can't see anybody's picture. So I don't know. Oh no, a plane crashed on the beach and hit a kid. That's horrible. Oh, Wendy Davis. Yes, Wendy Davis. I like her a lot. Oh my goodness. And yes, we can't even talk about the heat because St. Clinton lives in Las Vegas, where it's 105 as the regular temperature at midnight, 115 at noon. Yeah, Wendy Davis, running for governor of Texas. She's a good lady. She's a really good lady. I like her a lot. And oh, so somebody had a herd of Texas, and they were all, it was a herd of cattle, and they were under a tree, and I guess the tree was struck by lightning, and the cattle were close enough that like 20 or 30 of them were instantly killed from the lightning strike. Like a large number, like half of her herd of cattle were like all under the tree, and they were like, boom, they were all dead, like that. So lightning can be pretty dangerous. Hi, St. Clinton. Thank you so much for checking in. Great to see you. Take care. All right. All right, so I'm just about to sign off, but I want to thank you guys for coming to see me because you're awesome. I will be back tomorrow at 5:15 Los Angeles time. Bye to everybody, Allura Star and Shocker and Sturgis Guy and Tesis and House of Dave and Sam and St. Clinton and Eric and Petey and Tim and Ryan and Photo and Philip and Mark Mean and Star Raven and Bill Nouse and David Baker and Scott Kimmis and Allura Star and Fairies Lover and Lucky Girl and Megan and Brandon and St. Clinton and Wing Doggy and Jim Dandy and Sturgis Guy and Tesis and House of Dave and John McCain Thank you for checking in. Great to see you guys. And Azure Yusuf and LaCram and Vincent Weidel and another one. And Joe Barney. And anyone I'm missing? Thank you for checking in. Great to see everybody. All right, kisses for everybody. I love you. Bye. I love you all. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Bye. Bye, Philip. Bye, Sam, and everyone on YouTube. Everyone watching on YouTube. Bye. I love you. Yeehaw. Thanks for the ride, cowboy. Woohoo. Thanks for the ride. Yeehaw.